But in our database, that's not the case. Sometimes we have to work on multiple tables, right? And we have to join them together. So, as I mentioned earlier, so let's start from orders data. This is my orders data, right? Similar to that, I have a returns data. So out of these orders, some of the orders were returned, right? So returns data. Okay, let me run these two tables. Okay, this is my order data and this is my returns data. In return, I have 7 return orders. So these orders were returned. And this is the return reason. Because of what? It is a bad quality, wrong item.
2 hours. That's all you need to get clarity in workplace communication like never before. Most tech or IT professionals think communication takes years to improve. So they push it
Or some other reason, whatever it is. So we have all the data. Now I want to do analysis that what is the total sales of return orders, right? Now in this table, I don't know which are the return orders. How I will know what is the sales of return orders? Only in this table, I have total all the return orders. So somehow I need to join these two tables, bring those two tables together. Or let's say I want to analyze that because of each return reason, what is the total sales? Because of bad quality, what was the total sales returned? Because of wrong items, what is the total sales returned? Because of others, what is the total sales returned? I want to do all this analysis, right? Or let's say I want to know in each region how much is the return sales, right? So all this analysis we can do when we combine these two tables, right? Let's say you want to do it in Excel. Okay, so let me delete this. Okay, so you have orders data, returns data. Now you want to do see total sales of return data. So what you will do? You can do a lookup actually. So you can say return. Let's say I want to get the return reason here. Okay, so you will apply a VLOOKUP. So you will say equal to, right? And I will say join these based on order ID. So look order ID, right? VLOOKUP, right? Lookup value. I want to do lookup on order ID, right? Where? So in that I have to give the table array. So this is my table array. So let's select this. Let me select this full. Okay. Okay. So this is my full data, comma, right? Now I want to return which index. So here second index 2, and I want to do the exact match. Okay, done. If I just put it this on the full rows, I'm getting the return reason, right? From here returns data by using the VLOOKUP. Now if I want to do analysis, I can just say here data filter, right? And I can say give me everything else other than any. So any means these orders were not returned. So there is no value coming, but these orders were returned. There were 7 orders, distinct orders, because we can have multiple rows for each order, right? So if you should distinct of this, there will be 7 orders, because in the returns data, we have only 7 rows. See, there are 7 rows. If we do distinct of this order ID,
Hello guys. हेलो हेलो हाय, कैसे हैं आप सब? अभी कोई भी नहीं कनेक्ट हो रहा है ज़्यादा। मैं हूँ यूपी से। आप लोग कहाँ से हो? सब लोग अपना सिटी मुझे मेंशन करें, आप लोग कहाँ से हो? इंडिया, इंडिया। मैं इंडिया से हूँ। आप लोग कौन सी कंट्री से हो? डू यू नो हिंदी? फिलीपींस से हैं। आपको हिंदी आती है? तो गाइस, जिसके जो जो क्वेश्चन है प्लीज़ मुझे मेंशन करना और मैं उसके आंसर करूँगी। लेकिन अभी लोग जो है वो कनेक्ट नहीं हुए हैं, तो मैं अभी क्या ही बोलूँ।
Right? This will be 7 distinct order IDs. Right? Let me just show you. Control C, will do Control V, and data, remove duplicates. Okay. So if you see only 7 unique values remain, right? So we have only 7 unique values, right? So let's delete it. Delete. Okay. So now you can do all the analysis, right? What is the total sales? You will just say this one. This is the total sales which was returned, right? After putting this filter, right? So this kind of analysis we want to do in SQL. Okay. So in SQL, for this kind of analysis, we have join keyword. We can, based on join, we can join these two tables. So let's do that. So I'll write the syntax first and then explain how it works. So I have ordered.
गाइस, अभी कोई भी नहीं आ रहा है, मुझे लगता है एंड करना पड़ेगा लाइव।
First data, I will say inner join, right? And I'm giving some alias. I'll explain you why. Or let me not give it. I'll just explain how it works. Okay. So I'm saying select star from orders data, inner join returns data on orders data dot order ID equal to returns data dot order ID. I am saying join these two tables based on order ID, right? Here also I have to tell that I am joining based on, I am doing a lookup of order ID, right? Here also I have to tell that order ID is a column, and based on that join these two tables, right? If I run this now, you will see we have those two columns from the return table. You see order ID and return history. And we have only the 18 rows. Here also if you see there are 18 rows. So if I just see how many rows are there, 19 and one is header. So total 18 rows. Distinct order is 7 but total rows are 18. After I join and remove the NA values. In Excel you are getting NA values. In SQL what happens? You will get only the common data. So these order IDs are common in orders data as well as returns data. That's how this inner join works. The order ID which are common between these two data sets will be there in your output, right? So these are the 18 rows. These rows are there in the orders table as well as the returns table, and that's why you are getting only those rows. But now you can do all the analysis in the Word. You have the return data here, right? You have the return reason. So if you want to see what is the total sales of because of the returns, you will say total sales because you have only the only the return data now. After the inner join, we have only the data which is the orders which are there in the returns table. So you can say total return sales is 2478. Simple. Now you want to see category wise, right? So category wise, you can say category sum of sales, right? It will give you, sorry, I have to put in group by, right?